Hello guys, welcome. So guys, for today's video I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial on this makeup here, but as you can see by the title and the thumbnail, I'm going to be trying and testing and reviewing and doing a tutorial on this palette here. So this is a brand new collection that has recently been released by Eyeshadow Revolution. If you are unaware, Makeup Revolution has a lot of, say, sister brands. So they have Revolution Pro, XX Revolution and Eyeshadow Revolution. So Eyeshadow Revolution has recently came out with a wee collection with Disney. So basically they came out with 3 princess collections. Every princess has an eyeshadow palette, a highlighter, a lip topper and a pair of lashes. So the palette that I got and I'm going to be trying and testing today is the Belle palette. I just kind of liked the colour story more of this palette, and then of course as you can see here, once you actually open up the palette we have face shades. So we have a couple of highlight shades, blushers and a bronzer slash contour. And then of course we have our eyeshadow shades, which we have a load of mattes and shimmers. If I'm being honest, just before I get into the tutorial, I have to say I've never ever in my life struggled so hard with an eyeshadow palette, like ever. In terms of what to do, and I don't know whether it's because this palette has 10 shimmers and like 7 or 8 mattes. I don't know whether it's the colour story. I don't know whether it's the palette or it's just me and I just have a creative block at the minute, but I really struggled hard with this eyeshadow palette. I'm just going to be completely honest. But as well, that's also with the inside of the palette, which I absolutely love. I just think the whole collection is just absolutely gorgeous. I absolutely love it. And of course that is the outside of the palette. It just looks like a book, to be honest. As you can see, it's just a nice soft touch matte, and obviously it has your gold detailing. And then for my highlight I got the Belle highlight as well, because all the other highlighters, they just didn't really appeal to me or they wouldn't suit my skin tone. That's actually the only things I got regarding makeup within the collection. I did get a pair of eyelashes that we will talk about later on in the video. So I think I'm going to start on my eye makeup first of all. I think I'm just going to do my eyebrows first and then we'll get started on the eyes. Let's see. Just gonna get a wee clip just to clip my hair up. You probably can't even see my hair. Please excuse these clips, it's just like clipped up out of the way. You know, one of those days where you just have to get your hair out of your face. That's not gonna work, is it? Okay, I don't think that clip's going to work since it doesn't really have anything to actually grip onto at the side there. So I'm just gonna take my soap brows and just a wee spoolie, and I'm just gonna spike these up. Next I'm going to use this new eyebrow pencil that I got, and it's from Makeup Obsession. It's the So Fine Brow Pencil. God, I need these eyebrows shaped so bad. First and last time I got my eyebrows done was, I think I was 14. And I was going to Paris with school, so I was actually in 3rd year. Oh my god, that was so long ago. And my mum took me to get my eyebrows waxed because I don't actually know why actually. But yeah, first and last time I ever had anything done with my eyebrows. Sad really, isn't it? So I'm going to go off camera now and carve my eyebrows out. I'm going to be using the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I was actually going to use that NARS concealer as my eyeshadow base, but I think I'm going to use just a wee bit of the P. Louise eyeshadow base. Do you know, I'm actually wanting to do an updated, wow, brain fart, everyday makeup routine. I've actually changed up my routine. Well, not necessarily my routine, but like my go-to makeup, let's just say. I kind of like a wee bit more of a softer look these days. Not as full coverage and full glam. And do you know what? I'm living for it. I'm all for the dew these days. Like what even? I'm kind of wondering when I fell and hit my head. Obviously I've just started this tutorial, but I think at the end of the video, whenever I have everything done and I'm doing my intro, that's whenever I'm going to actually talk to you in depth more about this palette. So now we can just get right into the makeup. So The eyeshadows. I'm not too sure if you can see or not, but I have actually swatched every single eyeshadow. I actually sat and done this last night because I've had this palette for 2 weeks at this point and I still to this day do not actually know what I'm actually doing today. At this point you already know because you just seen my intro. I just haven't a clue. I really haven't a clue. I think the problem with this eyeshadow palette is the fact that there is 10 shimmers. 10 shimmers and 8 or 7 matte shades, and that just flings me off a wee bit. I was thinking of doing something blue and then using this blue and this blue, but then this is a shimmer and this is a matte. If this was a matte, this would be perfect because I would do something with the blues and the silvers and the golds. Oh, that would be so beautiful. I think I'm actually just going to go in with something red. I'm going to do something red. Maybe red and gold. Because I was kind of thinking of these two shades here. Okay, so I think first off I'm going to go in with Rose. This red shade here. So I'm just going to pop this just at the outer corner. Kind of at an angle. But I'm also going to bring it up around into the crease. I'm just going to be taking this on a pencil brush from Makeup Addiction Cosmetics. But as you can see, it's nicely pigmented. And I think I want to wing this out as well, so I'm just going to wing it out. I honestly feel so naked today. I'm not wearing any jewellery for some reason. Honestly, I've got to the point where I have that much jewellery that I open my drawer and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I get so confused, it's like I don't know what to wear. Oh, it's mad. Talking about jewellery, oh guys, I also hate whenever like YouTubers say this. They're like, so many of you have been asking, but some of you have actually been asking, and I'm talking about maybe 3 people have actually asked for a jewellery collection, like my jewellery collection. And in my head I've been like, yeah, sure, that's a fantastic idea. But I've never actually thought of how I would do it because if I'm being honest, I haven't actually had much of like a really nice setup. I've just kind of like bunged all of my jewellery in the 2 drawers. These drawers here. I'm actually in the process of making it look nice for you so I can actually do like a proper jewellery collection video. So I actually ordered the stuff for it last night, so I think in the next couple of weeks keep an eye out for that. So I'm still just popping this shade just on the lid, just packing it on, and I'm also just going to gradually bring it into the inner corner. Yeah. I think I'm going to cut the crease as well. Sigma Firm Blender. Clean. Yes, my goodness. It's not very often that happens. And I'm just going to start blending at these edges. So because this is a nice red shade, sometimes a red shade can blend out to be slightly pink. If that's the case, I don't really mind, to be honest. No big deal. But we'll see how it blends out, and we'll see how easy it blends out as well. So I'm just going to focus my blending just at one area at a time, just to get that really perfected, and then I can move on around the eye. I'm going to take a Morphe M562. I'm just wanting to intensify that again. But I think I'm definitely wanting to use some of those gold shades because as I was swatching them last night, they actually looked really nice actually. So I'm just going to take a wee bit of the P. Louise eyeshadow base. I've just took a load of that just on the back of my hand. I'm then going to take it on a Makeup Addiction concealer brush. Okay, so I'm just going to take Ballroom, this shade here. And I'm just going to start packing that just all over the lid. So that's that shimmer on. I feel like I've been applying that for quite a wee bit now, and do you know what? I'm actually really happy with it. I'm really happy with how it's actually applied. It's applied absolutely perfect and it looks really nice and smooth. The only issue I'm having with it, and I don't even want to say that it's an issue because it's not. Do you know what? I think we're so spoiled these days with really good makeup that most shimmers are so shimmery and they're so metallic. Now whenever you come across a wee palette that the shimmer isn't extremely glittery metallic, you're like, oh shit. I think that's the issue I'm having with it. I think I'm just wanting a wee bit of something extra. I think I'm going to go in with the Makeup Addiction 24 karat glitter. So let me see, this stuff is honestly so messy. So I'm going to take a wee short shader brush. I'm going to spritz the brush a wee bit just to dampen it. I'm just going to press this just randomly, just all over the lid. I feel like this eye makeup look has just all of a sudden took a really Christmassy turn and I love it. So I just went off camera there and done my base makeup, so foundation, cream bronzer, concealed and powdered. So obviously within the palette on the other side we have some bronzers, highlighters and blush shades. Well, we only have the one bronzer, but also within the collection we have a highlighter for each princess. Honestly, it's so cute. So this is the packaging of the highlighter. Like as well, it just has like the matte finish and the gold detailing. And it just opens up here at the side and that's what it looks like in the inside. If I'm being honest, I have been swatching it every now and again and I don't have high hopes for it. Like, I just don't know if you can see all that powderiness. Yeah, there you can definitely see. It just looks very powdery. The colour of it is quite nice. It's definitely a very pale gold. But it even swatches patchy on my hand. Like, you can even see a white cast as to where I've applied it. So you can see it a wee bit there actually. Okay, do you know what? I'm not scared to admit whenever I'm wrong. First impressions are great and all that, but yeah, you definitely need to try things on the face. That's actually so much nicer on the face than it is swatched. Yeah, I actually like that. Yeah, it's actually so much nicer on the skin than it was swatched. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I'm even happy with the colour of that. Definitely no shimmer or glitter in it. It's just a nice wee sheen. Swatches like shit, but doesn't look like shit. So I would say I'll be able to use these two as highlighters, whereas this shade, not so much. I would probably get away with using this as a blush, but it is slightly shimmery, so I would say it's maybe nicer as like maybe a wee blush topper. And then of course these two shades here as blushes, and then a nice wee bronzer, or even like a contour because it doesn't actually seem to be that warm. So that's the three highlight-ish shades swatched. I don't actually know why they put two blush shades in here that were basically identical. I'm going to take this wee one just a wee bit though. So I'm mainly just kind of keeping it up here. I'm not bringing it into the apples of my cheeks. So that actually blended out beautifully actually. It's very nicely pigmented as well. I've had to go on quite a few times just to build it up to my preference. And it's blended out beautifully. No issues at all actually. And then I'm actually going to take a wee bit of this blush as well, why not, but mainly around the apples and just kind of blend it into that highlight. So because this is very shimmery, I'm going to take the tiniest wee bit of this because I don't want too much shimmer on my cheeks. Oh yes, yeah, really like that actually. Love that colour. I'm gonna take my powder brush and kind of blend that a wee bit. The shade here, Maurice, this is kind of more of a contour shade for me. I could be surprised. So obviously I have no fake tan on at the minute, so I'm trying not to bronze too much because obviously you can see my chest and how pale I really am. I don't know whether it's because I am using a dirty brush and there's product already on my brush, but that seems to be coming off quite pigmented slash orange. I'm actually going to switch to a clean brush, guys. I have been made eat my words this whole time in this video. I actually really like that bronzer as well. So these are actually the Cinderella lashes, and lordy lord lord. If you have me on Instagram, you will kind of know what I'm talking about here, but kind of not, because it's such a confusing story. So please try and keep up. So basically, whenever this collection launched, these are the Cinderella lashes that I got. On the Makeup Revolution website, the Cinderella lashes look gorgeous. They look really, really flared out at the ends, which I absolutely love these days. And this is the lashes that I received. So they are absolutely nothing compared to what the lashes look like on the website. So I was like, right, okay, they've just got confused. So I actually go on to the webpage again to have a nosy, and then I go on to the I Heart Revolution Instagram page, and then on the Instagram page, the lashes are completely different again. So I'm like, right, okay, so it's the Belle eyelashes that are flared. So I go on and I buy 3 pairs of the Belle lashes, even though on the website, the Belle lashes look like this. So the lashes that you're getting in person, the lashes on the website, and the lashes on the Instagram page are 3 different styles of lashes. Are we making sense here? Basically, long story short, it's false advertising in my opinion. And I do not know why other people are not speaking out about this and how nobody else has actually mentioned this, or unless nobody's actually buying the false lashes, because to be fair, it's understandable because the eyelashes are £8 each, and I bought 3 pairs of the Cinderella lashes thinking that these were going to be the most beautiful lashes, and then I was like, right, okay, they're the Belle lashes, still wanting the same style, so I bought another 3 pairs. Okay, so I just went to glue up the Cinderella lashes and I was just applying them to see if I needed to trim any edges or anything. Where do you see these lashes on? God. Oh. If you like these lashes, I'm sorry. No hard feelings. But what's the point in wearing false lashes? You can't even see them. Okay guys, so that's lashes on, and I was also looking at dogs' birthday parties on Instagram, so yeah. Okay guys, so this completes this tutorial. Thank you all so much for watching. Do you know what? I really did struggle with this eyeshadow palette, and I'm actually so happy with what I've actually came up with. Overall, I just think that this collection is just absolutely gorgeous. Even just as like a makeup collector, let's just say, it's such a nice collection to just have. And even if you're a Disney collector, it's just such a really nice collection. And one thing I do love about the whole collection is the fact that they didn't go crazy. And they didn't do, say, an eyeshadow palette, a highlighter, etc. for like every single princess. I do like the fact that they did narrow it down to 3 princesses and made it versatile for skin colours, and they just came out with a few products and they just didn't overdo it. The Belle Highlighter was really surprising. It's actually so much nicer on the skin than it is even just looking at it, swatching it. I definitely will use this again, definitely, because I just think it does look really nice. And the eyeshadow palette, was really nice as well. I just obviously did see for yourselves, it was pigmented, it did blend. I know I didn't necessarily use a lot of the shades and colours. I'll maybe use it again if you want me to. But the shades that I did use, I used the matte and I did use the shimmer just to kind of get a wee bit of a feel of how they both performed, and they performed great. There was pigment there, they were able to blend. I just think it's an absolutely beautiful wee collection, and if you have a teenage son or a teenage daughter that is just getting into makeup for Christmas, this is such a beautiful wee present. One thing I will say before I go, damn it, I wanted to do a Q&A on Monday, and I know it's Friday. I haven't left myself with very much time. So a Q&A / assumptions video. I did ask you over Instagram, but I deleted that because if I'm being honest, I got 4 people ask me a question inside the space of like 4 hours, and if I'm being honest, that usually happens with me. You know the way you get these people that they're like, I'm so overwhelmed with messages. That's not me. I actually remember exactly those 4 questions, so do you know what, I'm going to answer them anyway. Please do leave your comments or your questions or your assumptions down below in the comment section. So on Monday I wanted to do a really chill vibed video. I'm going to be trying and testing and playing with new skincare, new makeup that I've recently been sent. I just literally want to sit down here and not do like a tutorial, but just do something so nice and chilled, but also talk to you guys at the same time. So ask me anything or your assumptions, and we can kind of have a nice wee Monday together. So yeah, please do leave me some comments, questions down below and your assumptions, and I will be sure to answer some of those. So something I never do, feel free to like and subscribe. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're all staying safe and well, and I'll see you in my next video.